Hello guys, welcome to an S tutorial, and today we're gonna make a basic tutorial about Unity. So the Unity is we use to create a game. Like maybe you already know uh, Facebook games or Android and etc. You can make this software to make a game like that. So in this basic tutorial we're gonna make a simple game, but of course we do it slowly. So I will make a series about this tutorial. So I hope you enjoy it. Okay, now as you can see here, I just have a simple scene, and you can see just like a room. And if we play it, now you can see this our character, and you can move it around and jump, and that's the basic thing we want to do in this part 1 of this basic tutorial. Okay, let's get started. Now you want to make new project. Now what you need to do is to choose the folder or directory that you want to save your project, and select folder, and now you can have a name for it. So maybe NS games. And before we create the project, we need to import the package. Now it's set on 3D. You can choose 2D package, but here I just use the 3D and click the asset package. Now there are a lot of options here, but for this tutorial, this part 1, we just need to import the character package. When you have selected, now we press done. Now you have the package that you want to import to your project, and when you've done it, and create project, and this done save. So you're gonna have to wait until this program reboot. Okay, now it's already done. So now we have this interface. Now maybe you know this is the standard of the interface of Unity has. So you have this hierarchy window, assets, and inspector. This is skin. This is this is the scene that you want to create your game. Okay, now we have to make folder here. Create folder and just give it the name mesh. Now we want to open it, double click. Okay, now we need to import our asset into Unity. In this program, when we create a folder in our Explorer, it affects in the program as well, so it's connected. Here just some example. Here is the name of our project. In front of it, inside it, we have asset, library, project setting, and temporary folder. Now we need to import our asset into asset folder. Now you can see we have exactly same folder here, editor mesh standard, and we need to import our asset into mesh folder. Now I have some asset, so we need to copy these 3 folder that we need to create a tunnel like before. Okay, so Ctrl C, copy, and paste it into a set mesh and paste. Now this folder should be show up in this. Here we go. Now we have our asset in Unity program. Okay, now we take the floor number 1 in folder floors and we drag it into the scene like so, and then we have the floor. Be careful of this camera, you don't want to lose it. Now when we drag our asset into the scene, it's automatically show up in here. So this it's mean that whatever in this scene is also create in this. Okay, now we want to add some walls and choose walls number 1. The wall is not properly fit to the floor here, so we need to adjust this, change it to like so, to make the wall fit to the floor. Okay, now we have the wall here, so we need to snap it into this floor. The way we do it is to snap the wall into the floor, because we don't want to match the wall and the floor using the manual technique like this, because it's maybe overlapping and it's not good for the game. So we need to snap it. Okay, hit V on the keyboard. Now you can see it's moving to the point that near the cursor. Okay, now we zoom it a little bit so we can see it clearly. Now we hit V on the keyboard, and now select the point in the back of the wall and drag it into the floor like so. Okay, now we have the wall perfectly matched to the floor. Okay, now we need to take the wall number 2 and do it the same way. Just adjust and snap it, and using the same technique, hit V and snap it into the floor. This black, if you having this, just select the like button here so it's not affecting the light, and when you turn it off, and you can see the text, the model of the wall and floor and another. Okay, now we have it, and then finally we want to make the ceiling of this tunnel. Okay, now take ceiling 1 and drag it into the scene and do it the ceiling and adjust the scale for the ceiling to 0.15 like the wall we did before. because if we won't do that, it not match perfectly, and that's bad for the game. Okay, now we need to adjust it. Hit V and snap it into the wall, and now we have it. If you first time using this Unity program, maybe you're wondering why this is, you can see through to the wall, even though it's have some model in it. It's because Unity program is built for just one side view, so it makes you easily arrange the scene in front of inside it, because if it two side view, and you will hard to manage and add some stuff in the room that you create. So that's the best way to create a game. So don't worry if you have some transparent here. It's not missing or disappear. It's just the way it is. But to make sure, you need to look 360 degrees to make sure it's already in there. Okay, now we have some basic scene, and now we have some 4 object here, and what we need to do is now just some make create empty. We can use it to make some group of our tunnel here. So just select these 4 object and drag it into the game object, and we can change the name of the game object, and when you select it, hit enter on the keyboard or click once, and you can change the name. Now we want to make the prefab. Prefab is just like a group, but in this Unity we call it prefab. So we back to the asset directory and create new folder and just name it prefab. Hit enter, and inside it we click this tunnel and drag it into the prefab folder and release it, and now we have tunnel. So we can I almost forgot, before we made some another tunnel, we need to make the wall and the floor to add some physics and mesh collider. What we will do is just, if we don't have this collider, when we put the character, it just fell down because we don't have the collider. If we have collider, it will stick to the ground. Okay, I will show you what I mean. So we back to asset and standard asset. We have character folder, third person, and prefab. We use this prefab and drag it to this. Okay, now we can zoom it. Now if you click the play button, now you have the game already like before. Maybe we need to adjust the main camera a bit. Okay, now we can play it. Now we have it, just like before. You can jump. This is the cool thing about Unity. They give us some sample to test our scene. And now, if we don't have the prefab, maybe we just need another tunnel, mesh, prefab, and drag it. Now we need to adjust the floor, the two room of it, with using V to snap point to point. But make sure it's like in the group tunnel in select, not just individual object, but the tunnel. And hit V on the keyboard and drag it to snap it. Well, as you can see here, we have some line. It means that our mesh is not perfectly combined, so we need to make another point to snap so it match perfectly. Hit V. Just do some research and hopefully you'll find it. Okay, now we don't have the line anymore, so it fit perfectly line up. Okay, now in this floor number 2 here, we turn off the this is not don't have a collider, so when we play the game should be fall off from the room like so. It's falling from this room. That's because they don't have mesh collider. And you can add some light and another, but basically you get the idea. Okay, now it's everything set up, so we need to save this scene that we already create, and go back to asset folder and make new folder and scene. This is where our scene is set up. So part 1, create another folder, part 1, and inside this part 1 folder we save our scene. Save scene as scene part 1 and as game part 1. Save. Now we see this Unity scene, and we have done save the scene, and now we need to save our project. Okay guys, this for this time. Thank you for watching, and if you have some question, just leave it comment below. And if you like this video, like it, I really appreciate it. Subscribe me or whatever, share this video, and we'll see in the next tutorial.